Welcome, my constant reader friends. I'm Tad, and this is Tad Reads Books and Stuff. All right, let's start off with doing a reading update and a TBR for March. First off, I did finish Ronin, a Visions novel. We will be talking about that in a couple minutes. Also, if you have been watching the Marvel-ous team-up with Graz and myself, this is going to be our next graphic novel read-through, read-along, buddy read, and it's called Murder Falcon. Yeah, this is going to be fun. This is by Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer. And if you've watched any of the Marvel-ous team-up videos, the last video I put a call out to see if anybody else would like to join us. This is just something fun we do. You can do it however you want. This one we're going to read 2 chapters for every video that we do. And as you know, if you've been watching, we do videos about every 2 weeks. So the first video for this one is going to be coming out probably Wednesday. That's when I like to do them, Tuesday, Wednesday usually. And we did have, well, I had 2 people comment saying that they may be interested in joining Graz and I in the Marvel-ous team-up. I just wanted to stress that this is no commitment. You don't have to commit to doing it all the time. Just join in when you can, or if you want to. It really would be cool if you do a video as well. I did get 1 taker. Now, I want to mention this guy's name's Jay, and he's got a new YouTube channel, so he's a newbie. Already thrown up a couple good videos out there for you to check out. So definitely go to his channel. It's called the Faceless Book Reviews. So it's going to be at Faceless Book Reviews, I believe. But I'll put a link to his channel in the comments. And please go check out his channel. He's going to be doing a video for Murder Falcon. He says he's not much of a comic book graphic novel reader, but he's going to join in with us. And I did have another person say that they may be going to read it with us, but I don't know if this person is going to do a video or not, or I don't know. I'm going to wait before I mention that person. If they do it, I hope so. It'll be fun. We're just having fun with this. So look forward to that in a couple days, our first video for Murder Falcon. Also, so for February, I don't have a lot of books here that for March, I don't have a lot of books here that I'm going to read because I'm going to do the March Mammoth or Mammoth March Challenge, where you read a novel 800 pages or more. Now, I went through all my novels. I have a ton of them that are 700 and some pages. Not quite 800 pages, and it's got to be 800 pages or more. But Kim, the paper traveler, is going to do an omnibus or compilation book for her mammoth read. So if she can do it, I sure can do it. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this Earth Clan by David Brin. Startide Rising and Uplift Wars. So it's a duology by David Brin. And I got to tell you, I've had this book. Let me see when the copyright. I bought this book this compilation book when it first came out. So Startide Rising was copyright dates 1983, and Uplift War is copyright date 1987. And I bought this omnibus version of it, geez, when it first came out years ago. I'm talking years ago, and I've never read it. It's been sitting on my shelf. I think back about 2 years ago when I first started this channel, I talked about hoping to read this. So I'm going to use this as my mammoth read for March because it's 984 pages. Both books added together, but it's in one cover, and Kim's doing it, so I can do it. So I'm going to do that. But also, this one goes back to Kim as well. I saw on her book channel, she was talking about this book The Book That Wouldn't Burn by Mark Lawrence. And it just looks so intriguing to me. I had to go out and get it. So I'm going to be reading this as well this month. And this one too is, I mean, look at this. The writing in this is very tiny writing, very closely spaced. And it has, shoot, what is it? 559 pages of very small print. So this is kind of a big book for me too. So I'm going to be reading in March. Really, I'll be lucky to get through these two. Plus Murder Falcon will start. If for some reason I read faster and I can throw in maybe a little pocket book, a little, maybe I'll read another one, but that's going to be my focus for March. All right, let's start talking about Ronin, a Visions novel. We'll get the numbers out of the way. This is a Star Wars Ronin, a Vision novel. It was written by Emma Miko Candon. Now, this is her first published novel. All right. Let me finish. It was published in October of 2021, and this is a hardback, first. My version has 331 pages. And I always give you the Goodreads numbers. The Goodreads number on this book is 3.35. I'll just cut to the chase, and I'll tell you, I gave this book 1 star. And that's it. That's all I want to say about it. Done. Short video. No, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I gave it a 1. This is maybe one of the worst books I've ever read in my life. I'm sorry, Emma. And it's your first novel. I mean, oh, where do I start with this? First off, this is not a Star Wars novel. Nope, it shouldn't have the name Star Wars on it at all. It really upset me, first off, because this is a Visions novel. If you've watched any of the Visions series, the anthology series, anime, different styles of anime in the Star Wars universe, this came from the episode The Duel, which I loved. This guy in the front here, this is Ronin, the Ronin, and he is a character in The Duel. I saw this book. Look at this book cover. I think this book cover is beautiful. That's it. I saw it and I said, oh, shoot. I mean, I'm a Star Wars fan, of course. I love Star Wars. I've read many Star Wars books. I saw this on the shelf and I said, oh, I cannot wait to read this. I bought it and set it on my shelf for a couple years. Finally got to it. I was so excited. And it is horrible. I don't want to just say that. Why is it horrible? A lot of reasons. The writing style, first off, is not for me, and I think it is very poorly written. Some people praise the writing of this, saying, oh, it's so more elevated than your standard Star Wars novel. But it's too elevated. It's almost like pretentious. There is no resemblance to any Star Wars that I know of, except for the characters and some of the things in it. Yes, there's a pilot piloting a starship. There's Jedi. There's Sith. There's a witch. There's lightsabers. There's kyber crystals. You know what I mean? There's all these things that are in the Star Wars universe, but it's not a Star Wars story. It's not canon. They do say it's not canon. It has no resemblance to anything, and nothing that happens in here has any, it doesn't inform the Star Wars world at all. It's definitely a standalone thing. But, man, it's just, let me try to, 331 pages. And it is quite small print, very closely spaced, but maybe if I were to condense all the dialogue in this book into, condense it down to just the dialogue, maybe 10 pages of the 331 pages might be dialogue. Let me boil it down to action scenes where things are happening, battles, fighting, whatever. Maybe another 10 pages out of 331 pages. The rest is exposition, description, poorly done description, and internal monologue. Just characters seemingly standing there for hours, contemplating their life's decisions, how it's affected their lives, and what they're going to do in the future. I mean, I'm being a little facetious, but that's exactly what it is. It's just these people just, even when they are fighting, they're having this internal monologue about their life, and it's flowery prose. I do have another issue with it. Nothing against Emma, but there is a character in there who is a they/them. I have no problems with that. Personally, in my life, I don't care. You can be whoever you want. You can love whoever you want. I have no issues with that. But in the story, when you're using they or them, it's difficult when she says, well, they were talking to them, and them didn't believe what they were saying because they were over there, and that didn't do what they were thinking. You lose yourself. What they are they talking about? What them? Who's the? It happened a lot in the book. There are this exposition, these internal monologues that have nothing to do with the story. Again, don't advance the story. There is a story in here, kind of. It doesn't go anywhere, but it's so frustrating. I almost DNF'd this book, and I have never DNF'd a book in my life. I kind of rage read it. I didn't want to read it. It took me forever. I got down to the last 50 pages, and I almost quit. I was so frustrated that it was going nowhere. They were getting chased by these people and getting attacked by these guards. I'm not giving the story away. And they had to stop to contemplate their lives. I don't understand it. It's not good. I'm sorry, Emma. You write some flowery prose, but if it's not advancing the story, if there's not a good story in here, I'm sorry. It's not worth reading. And I don't say that often either. I don't tell people don't read this. If you're a Star Wars fan, do not read this. There is no reason in your life to waste your time reading this if you think it's going to be a Star Wars novel. It's not. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say about it. I wish it was better because I love the artwork. And you know what? The best part of the story is the characters are cool as hell. The pilot is cool. The Jedi, not a Jedi, we don't know, is cool. There's another one that's a traveler or musician that was a Jedi or isn't a Jedi. And there's a Sith that Sith, I've never seen any Sith act like this Sith acts or thinks. Or the Ronin, he was a Jedi but then became a Sith, but then hates Siths and is hunting down Siths to kill Siths. There's a witch, a Sith witch that controls everybody. There's of course there's an art. Well, he's B556 is the name of the kind of R2 unit. The ship's called the Poor Crow. There are characters that really could, I think, be cool, but just not written well. Okay, I'm not going to slam it anymore. It's really disappointing for me. I just, oh, so disappointing. All right, anyways, sorry to be a downer on this book, but hopefully March will be much better. So, as usual, please check out Jay at Faceless Book Reviews. And as usual, if you find any entertaining value in my videos, please like, subscribe, and leave me comments. Until next time, peace out.